Okay, so this is a different sort of vlog. This is actually a farewell, sappy, sad and happy, bittersweet vlog. We are leaving our household, family, grown-up house. We spent 30 years in this house and my parents sold it. So my sister and brother and I, we're gonna go through all the rooms and reminisce. Starting with, once was Tara's. All right, let me give you all the players. Tara Clark, now Tara Vitro, Chase Savvy's mom. Tay, Clark still. I don't think he'll ever change his name. And then myself, of course, and then we got a special guest, my mom and dad. Kins, do you like dinosaurs? Look at her face. She's like, what is that?
And I'm wearing the tail.
Oh, nice.
She's like, what has happened? Her eyes are so big. What has happened?
So I think it would be fun if we reminisced a story. By the way, this is after my dad's 60th birthday party, so there may have been wine involved in some of the parties that you'll see. Let's see.
Taylor, put the roller.
This was my room. It was also Tara's. Tay, was this ever your room?
This is never my room.
Okay, so one thing. What do you remember? Okay, I remember about this room. My sister is terrified of cockroaches, and I used to sleep right there on a little twin bed. And in the middle of the night, she came, woke me up, and she was like, Trav, I need you to help me out with something. And you dragged me out here, wasn't it? It was
a spider.
No, it was a cockroach.
I think I was home from college, and I was debating which brother should I wake up to kill this roach. I was like, I think Travis is the one.
But by the way, I was probably in middle school,
you were like,
and I would have never touched a cockroach in complete coherency.
So he goes into the bathroom, and I can't watch. I'm like, I'm so far away.
Valiantly, might I add.
Valiantly, very bravely.
Look at how long her hair is.
Takes 2 Q-tips and proceeds to pick the roach up with the Q-tips and put him in the toilet and flush it all away.
Meanwhile, I was out of it. I was just like, I would have never done this, but she had to take a shower, and she wasn't gonna do it. She wasn't gonna even get in the room.
There was no way I was gonna sleep that night, knowing that one of those creatures existed. So in the morning, I said, "Listen, Travis, thank you so much. Thank you. You saved me. That was awesome." And you're like, "What are you talking about?"
I was like, "Wait, I touched a cockroach? I think I went to go wash my hands, and that happened."
You have to give a shout out to your mom in that costume real quick.
Here, my mom.
Why didn't you put this part on?
Well, that's different. Oh no, that's the same one as mine.
This is
Tay, you throw the rest on.
Yeah,
I got the head, Tara's got the tail.
Here, Taylor.
My mom made me a costume. It was my favorite costume. I believe I was in 4th grade, and it was of a T-Rex. So 15 years later, when I wanted to be that same T-Rex, she made me an adult-sized costume, which is currently what I'm wearing. And except this is not the hoodie. So
why
that's
aren't you wearing this?
that's the full part, and that's the tail. I performed in it in Dallas, Texas, and when I rocked out, it looked like the T-Rex was biting.
Here, put it on.
Oh my God, this girl.
There you go.
So this is the first time that Kinsley's seen where Daddy grew up.
This is where your daddy grew up.
Okay.
And Elvis too. Elvie! All right, the family's back in action. Look, I'm already eating a turtle.
We'll be like one of those 3-piece, like the 2-piece horses, but it's 3-piece.
I'm hoping to find
Your mom's
something.
got a foot.
Nice. All right, everybody put on a piece of the T-Rex costume. Before we leave my room, I want to take a note for a second. At all the baseball cards that I collected, right there, probably 150 Ken Griffey Jr.'s, about 250 Frank Thomas cards. I'm not sure what they're worth now, probably nothing, but I did collect them thinking one day they would be worth a lot. You guys want to see where I came from? My humble beginnings? Oh yeah! Look at that stud. Yep. Just playing guitar on the ground. Oh! Lean back, give him sexy. Actually did that photo shoot.
You don't hit it.
Alright. Goodbye, room. I love you. It's been real. Elvie! Come. You need help down? Oh, it's okay, I got you, Bubba. There you go. Alright. This room is officially...
She always cries. She does.
This one next. So, do you remember those old TVs that had the little antennas that you could move around?
Yep.
Okay. Well, there was a slight architectural screw up in this room where they put the light switch on the outside of the room, as you can see here.
There it is, yeah.
So, technically what you could do is, if you were strong enough, you could lock your little brother in the room and hold the door while flickering the lights like this. This was actually before The Ring. You remember that movie?
Yeah.
So you were like ahead of the game there. And he would tell me that there's something coming out of this creepy looking TV.
He used to sit right there. And I'd be like, Tay, oh my God, look at the TV. And I would slam the door shut. And I'd be like, I'm trying to open it, it won't work. And I'd be flickering the lights from the outside. I'd be like, let me out!
Honestly, it was the creepiest TV ever. In fact, it had 13 channels, just to let you know.
None of them worked. They were all just the fuzz
And
from
they were
the ring.
push channels, like they had to push a metal button to go. And he'd sit there and I'd be crying.
This is also, I want to give a shout out to my dad. This is the only room of the house that doesn't have a screen door. Here, Tay, hold that for a second. So we actually, as kids, Taylor and I would sneak out and run around the neighborhood. And we did it the entire, oh baby girl, I love you, don't cry. We would sneak out and jump out onto the grass outside. And one day my dad was doing the lawn and he came and sat Taylor and I down. He was like, hey, so you guys sneaking out at night? And we're like, what? No, we go to bed. What are you talking about? And he was like, let me show you something. He took us outside and showed us just outside the window is just a total dead grass from where we were landing from jumping out of the window. And he was like, I don't mind if you jump out, but you can't keep breaking the screen. So now and forever, there's no screen on this door. Window, rather, sorry.
And you know what else is actually, I still have dreams to this day where I'm being chased by a killer. I shut that door in this very room and I jump out that window right there.
See, this room has been reminisced. Baby girl.
Check.
You didn't like that room, did you? That was Uncle Taylor's
Like, I
room.
don't like that you guys jumped out the window.
Just
You
so
were
you know.
very nice.
We're coming in to Tara's room. Well, this is the last room you ended in. You actually, you did a tour.
Tara's room.
Yeah, you did like
I've had all
the
three of
Kentucky
these
Derby, the Preakness Stakes or whatever. What's the last
Yeah, we
for the
always-
Triple Crown?
Yeah.
She had all the bedrooms. She was the diva of the family because she was the only daughter. This was the only room that kind of freaked me out because this window goes out to the back deck and
You
road.
would think it would be good because it would make it easy to sneak out, but we always had an alarm system, so you could never.
I always thought that I would look over and somebody would just be staring
I know.
in the
I
window.
always thought there'd be like a knife guy outside or something.
I remember, so you had all these old records that were in the
45s, I know.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what a 45 is.
and then once the vinyl was out of style or whatever, you had tapes. And one of the tapes you had was Boys to Men with Mariah Carey. And me and my best friend from across the pond, Danny Anderson, we would come into this room. We would sneak into my sister's room while she was at like high school. And we would fight over who got to sing Mariah Carey's part of Boys to Men. What was the song called?
Oh, I smell it.
I never told you, would you always be there?
Oh yeah, that was a good song.
And I know you're shining down on me from heaven, like so. And we would get really into it. I still have the T-Rex head on.
I know.
Forgot. Anyways,
Just normal conversation.
that's what I remember about this room. We would play. You had like a little like TV and desk here, and we would just.
See that creepy doll hanging, or that face?
Ooh.
Oh yeah, my
ceramic-
friend's mom was an artist and she made a ceramic face, but it freaked everybody out.
You're like, thanks for the gift.
I loved it, but it freaked everyone else out.
Oh, this is cool though. I actually now I want to choose that. Whoa! Old school. T-Rex had gone sideways. Look at this. Old school We the Kings. Look at Hunter. Hunter, you stud. Wow. That's awesome. Oh, Tay-Tay. So, for those of you who don't know, my brother Taylor was actually the original drummer of Broken Image before We the Kings.
I was fired.
He was not fired. He quit. Tara, any last words? Ooh, this fan. Let's see this one more time. If you get it going real nice. This is. We'd ask people to come over. We'd ask people to come over and stay in the room. And because my dad would never turn the air down, this is what you had to do in order to survive the night. Listen to that. And nobody, I guess, ever decided to like fix that part.
You're waiting for it to fall on you in the night.
So you're like, yeah, just close your eyes, you'll be fine. And then you shut the door.
You won't know know any different if you just don't wake up.
You told him we don't get the chance to have AC, so it's this or nothing. And you can choose to, literally, this is what you'd have to sleep under. As it creaks all night long, you're just like, it's definitely coming down. Like any moment now, this thing is gonna fall. So to the new owners, be wary of that fan. Or for the love of God, just change it. Get that fan out of there.
So I used to come home from college and like, I would see Travis like walking out of this room and he'd like...
Quick preface, I'm a sleepwalker.
Sleepwalker, and he'd be like this, and I'd watch him walk in here, act like he's gonna go to the bathroom, turn right around, go back into his closet, and pee. And at that point, I'm like, am I supposed to do something? Am I supposed to stop him? But if I try to stop him, like, he's gonna pee all over the room.
I just thought I had an ensuite bathroom.
I just let it happen. I don't know. So there was a lot of pee in this bathroom.
To the new owners, we've changed the carpet, and I grew up from my peeing days.
A lot of times, yeah.
My best sleepwalking pee moment was Christmas morning. It was actually Christmas night. You guys might have been up putting presents, or you're at the table, and I waltzed right by this table, right here, lead the way.
Like this.
Yep.
And we were like, oh, there he goes. The tree was over
And you don't want to wake a sleepwalker.
I know, so you do like
So they literally, they're sitting down eating breakfast.
He had his little wiener in his the whole time, and he just went.
Thanks. Right there, all over the Christmas tree.
Yeah, all over the gift.
And I remember, to save me from embarrassment, you guys said it was Milo.
Yeah, we did.
I appreciate
Hey,
that.
this cover charge gig worked out pretty good. Let me tell you.
Were you charging a cover at your 60th birthday party?
Yeah, look at that.
It looks like you just got back from the strip club.
Randy,
Telling you.
Oh my gosh, there's more.
there's one more, honey.
Oh.
Whoa, all right. This vlog's turning rated R. Hi, baby girl.
Look at her.
Look at your pajamas.
Oh, she does look like
Have
Travis.
you never seen, what?
She looks like you, Travis.
Of course she does.
We've decided she has Jenny's skin though, so good
she
for
does.
you.
She's a
Good for your
daywalker.
friends.
She's a day walker.
All right, everybody this is our dinner table, and try to excuse the boxes, but every single person in our family had a designated seat. This was mine. I had to sit with my back against the wall because I was terrified someone was going to come up behind me and grab me. So this is
Taylor threatened to stab you with a knife one night.
Yeah.
that was
He's
multiple
like, you
nights.
better lock your door.
He's like,
because
I know where you sleep.
You said that.
I think that was probably after I locked him in his room.
Let me
We're
clarify.
pretty sure it was a joke.
You all just assumed that I was referring to a knife. All I said was, you better be careful because I know where you sleep.
What about this?
And I lifted my hand like this, but I could have been anything in this hand.
All right,
That's true. Okay.
Mom, you want to go through all the kitchen items that you've whacked us with? That being one of them.
Spatula.
All right, so
spoon.
as new parents, Jenny and I do not believe in spanking your child or hitting your child. We can never imagine doing that to Kinsley. However, it was a different era when I was a kid, and
hide those from her.
Yep. All right, so I've been hit with all three of those things. Probably every belt in their closet. When she wouldn't find something, she would take like sunglasses and just launch them at you. I've been hit with that thing. And what she would do?
Take your shoe off and like wing it at you.
There's one.
That one kind of hurt. That one would get in there in the bones. But what would happen? She'd be like, "Get to your rooms," and Taylor and I would screech back to our rooms, terrified. And our whole thing was that if my mom went into his room first, then he would just make noise like she was just killing him. And I would just get more and more terrified and just start putting on layers and layers of underwear. And if she went into my room first, I would play like the, "Oh my God, this is the worst thing ever." And he would be like, "What's happening?"
There's one.
Yeah. That one only happened once, and then we called the cops. But there's been belts, shirt. Yeah, that's. This looks like a torture house. Looks like a torture chamber.
There.
That one for real.
That's a good one.
That one for real.
Yeah.
So we would try to layer the kitchen drawer so that the softer stuff was on top.
All right, but the stuff in the drawer also served as items that were enjoyable. This one right here was a back roller. You just roll it on the back.
Yep, doubles as a massage. Actually, you know what I remember about this room? Our first dog that I had to beg my parents to get was a Jack Russell Terrier, and his name was Milo, after the movie The Mask with Jim Carrey. And he was an awesome, awesome dog, but there was like his teenage years where he was a little feisty, and every friend that I would invite over to the house, he would attack them viciously. And in his defense, in Milo's defense, we would just kind of antagonize him to do those things. So this was the area of the house. We've had these countertops forever. This was the area of the house where you could be like that and then jump up onto the things, and he could not jump up to bite your legs or limbs or anything else that might be hanging down. So this is probably my most vivid memory of this room, is hiding from Milo.
Oh yeah. He bit every member of the family at least once.
At least once. If you were lucky, you were like 2, 3, 4 times. Slight pause. I just want to. Sorry, you're on camera right now. I want to see. Why is this in the living room?
Just demonstrating the exercise machine.
We'll leave you alone. Here we go. We'll go over some pictures. Look at Tay and me. That's out on Anna Maria Island. Look at the fam.
You gotta stay on there for 10 minutes.
I'm just saying, I once was a stud. I don't know what happened. Oh, there's Milo. So you guys know? So you can put a face on the story. And this is my mama.
Twist.
And her horse Lucky.
There you go.
Are you sure this is
R.I.P. Lucky. This was every Christmas morning. We would, after peeing on the Christmas tree, we would come and sit down, and Taylor and I both play piano. So we would sit here and play piano and just kind of get lost in our own little world. And when we would turn around, the entire family would be sitting on the couches, on the floor. Elvie, welcome. Elvis, quick question. How many times have you pooped in this room? Dad, you want to answer that?
How many days has he lived here?
How many times has he pooped in this room?
How many days has he lived here?
That's how many times?
Yeah.
Or double that number?
Well, double that number.
Hey, guys.
Counting the turds.
And this is his favorite carpet or rug to poop on, because it's patterned very well. So you actually it disguises itself. So
Don't walk barefoot.
so the only way you find it is if you walk right through it. This room, to finalize this room. This was the concert recital room where we just would play music, piano nonstop. This is the piano I grew up on right here, and I love it very, very much. All right, so this this was my dad's office, and the very first time I got caught drinking was I was 16 years old, and my buddy and I went to like a high school party, and he was going back to his house. We were staying at his house, like a sleepover, and I guess he thought in his head that it would be best if he puked outside of his house so that his breath didn't smell like alcohol. Meanwhile, his dad came outside and saw him puking in the front lawn and automatically knew that he was drunk. You know, parents are not actually stupid. So he called my dad and was like, you know, Travis was drinking, blah, 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 this stuff. I remember we had like Coors Light. It was something disgusting. And my dad came and picked me up from my sleepover, sat me down right here. It was a different desk at the time that always had change in it that I would steal to buy Slurpees. Sorry. And he sat me down and was like, well, tell me what you did. And I was like, Dad, I went to this party. They had Coors Lights there. I drank like, I think maybe 3/4 of one. I thought it was disgusting. I don't know how you guys drink that stuff. I'll probably never have a beer again. That was my very first beer that I've ever had. I've only had 7 beers in my entire life, and that was the very first one. And my dad said, I remember to this day, well, I don't know how to punish you if you're never going to do it again, so I guess just go to your room. And so I went to my room. I wasn't grounded or anything, and probably didn't have another beer for another like 7 years. That was right here in this room, my first alcohol education.
Yeah.
Baby girl, are you enjoying the little tour of Daddy's house when he was growing up? One day you're going to be able to go through your house and see all the stuff. This one will be a little hard to explain, but I will end on it because it is a fantastic room. This used to be a very long playroom. So this wall was actually not there, and it went back another room size. There used to be a big sliding glass door here, and a big sliding glass door here, and you would walk in. That was the band room. It was the playroom that we would set up stuff and play non-stop in all hours of the night. It bordered my parents' room. So we did have hours that we were allowed to play and not allowed to play. But the better we got, the later we were allowed to rehearse and practice. But that was where we got our start from. And really the reason that We the Kings is what it is, because we were able to play music, and my parents were such fans of music that they let us play. It was awesome. I'll actually show you the very first, this is awesome. The very first tour I ever went on was in 2002. It was called the Garage Tour 2002. We didn't play any venues, we just played in our garages and our friends' garages that would let us come and set up our stuff. Here it is. This is the site of Garage Tour 2002, the beginning of it. We set it up here, we closed the garage door, and we bought a fog machine from Sam Ash and loaded the entire garage with fog. And when we were ready, we pressed the button and the garage door went up and the fog all seeped out. It was actually really cool. I felt like Led Zeppelin or something. I don't know if they have fog, but whoever has a lot of fog or haze. I'm taking this with me. I can't leave it behind. Okay, sorry, just last little thing. We're going through this giant chest of drawers with it's like pretty much a treasure chest because it's got all these amazing little things. But yeah, check out this t-shirt. We'll show them the front first. Broken image, designed it myself. Look at the end falling into the water because it's broken. Nice. All right, now going off of the very last clip of the last thing, Garage Tour 2002. We made our own shirts. Yeah, that's right. I think I was a freshman in high school, and it was right after they shaved my head for making the varsity soccer team. Isn't that crazy? So long ago. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I just got eaten. I know I will definitely enjoy this.
There was like this crazy straw hat.
Babe, did you enjoy the tour?
That was awesome.
Kens, we liked it.
You liked it?
All right, Dad, any final words for the house?
No, we're gonna miss it. It's been a lot of great memories.
Yep. I agree. Tara?
New memories to come.
Yes, definitely.
I know, and a pool, which is awesome. Tay?
What about a slip and slide?
That could be cool. Oh, how about the slip and slide in the front yard? We used Johnson's baby soap or whatever so that our eyes wouldn't get teary-eyed, but it killed all the grass of our neighbors, and my mom grabbed me by my hair, dragged me in through the garage in front of all my friends, screaming at me, and then screaming at them saying that she knew their mothers. And so they all, terrified, by the way, ran away. Tay, last words for the house. It's very deep. It's very deep. That was deep.
I will say there has been a lot of fun, a lot of excitement, and a lot of music, and more than anything, a lot of love in this house.
What is a mad cat?
I couldn't have said it better myself. I don't even want to end on anything other than saying that my family, it wasn't the house that created the family, it was the family that created this home. And we will miss it very, very much. And I guess the only real way to shut this vlog and end it would be to walk outside and close the door symbolically. But then to reopen it because I don't want to be outside. I want to come in.